Have you ever wondered why the rich keep getting richer? We hear this from politicians and the media all the time. The rich need to pay their fair share in taxes. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the strategies that the wealthy people use to build wealth. Don't worry guys, my invoice is not going to break the bank. Dale.
I won't deny it, I'm a straight rider.
Welcome back to Financial Leaders, where we teach you how to leverage your income more efficiently and effectively so you can build generational wealth. I'm your host, Will Rodriguez. Welcome back to the channel. By the way, if you enjoy this content, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and share. Y'all know the algorithm. You guys are not new to YouTube. The first thing I want to talk about is how poor people see money and spend money, and how wealthy people see money and invest. There's a difference. Now, in 2020, 40% of all US money was printed just in that year alone. But when people were receiving the stimmies, what were they doing with that money? They're spending their money in cars, in jewelry, watches, shoes, and vacations. But what did the wealthy do? They observed. They look for opportunities where they could put their money and get cash flow in return. See, when poor people are just looking at liabilities, trying to spend their money, trying to keep up with the Kardashians, wealthy people don't care about that. They're thinking about building generational wealth. So they're not concerned in looking fancy and looking rich because, frankly, they are rich. So should we blame the rich for our bad habits? I think not. It's time for us to get smarter. It's time for us to be money smart. And I think that's why you're watching this channel. You want to learn how to build generational wealth. Some of y'all may be thinking, yo, Will, I don't have $300,000, $500,000 to invest. Now I'm going to stop you right there because we all have friends and family. Let's say you gather 4 other people that have $5,000 just like yourself, and you have in total $25,000. So what can you do with $25,000? Very easy, very simple. You can invest into some lawnmowers and start a landscaping company. Yo, Will, I don't want to be cutting grass. Well, that's what the rich people think. Poor people think about just fun and looking wealthy. Well, the wealthy people look for ways to build up cash flow. So I'm not saying you're going to be cutting grass for your entire life. What I'm saying is that eventually, after year 1, let's say, you can hire somebody to overlook that crew as a manager, full-time manager, right? And slowly you could actually exit from that business while still having an asset bringing in cash flow. Does that make sense? That's what separates wealthy people from poor people. Do you invest in assets somewhere where it produces cash flow, or do you invest into a liability? Watches, clothes, cars, shoes, things that you cannot afford. That's the difference. If you're not faithful with the small, how do you plan to build wealth? You gotta start somewhere. And I just gave you something very small that you could do that could get you started in your journey today. There are 3 things that you could do to help you think differently about money. Number 1, read Rich Dad Poor Dad or Think and Grow Rich. Really good books. Highly recommend them. Number 2, get with a financial professional so they could help you game plan a strategy and get you on your way to building wealth. Or you could connect with me. And number 3, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to learn more. Until next time, bye-bye.
Been grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle paid the price.